Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Excuse me. Budri Mulinawul, everyone. Good morning. And Nalawa, welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you all here today. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bulgari, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them and became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here this morning. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources which were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of the creeks here as they have done for the past 20 to 30,000 years. So this is not a dream or an ideal. This is normal life for us and for the longest time. And there's really no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there is still much magic in the world, I believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is normally good, and we're normally a happy people. Actually, life is generally what you make it, and I would say we're normally very good at looking after each other and the planet, so let's keep going with that. Now, I'd also encourage you to share your gifts with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident that together we can put together a country we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective future. Thank you. Yano.
I'm now pleased to introduce the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Research of Macquarie University, Professor Saki Pretorius.
Thank you, Chris, for the welcome to country, and it's always good to have you here. Thank you for coming along. Colleagues, guests, family, friends of our graduates, and most importantly, all of our graduates. It's my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. I bring our graduates and your guests a special greeting from members of the University Council, the highest governing body of the university. I hope this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for you all. Today, we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you who are about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination, and perseverance, and you need to make many sacrifices. You have worked very hard to get here today, and you have every right to feel proud of what you have accomplished. We at the university are just as proud of you, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters, and friends of our graduate here with us as individual and invited guests of our graduates. The fact that you've been invited by one of our graduates to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you have been an important influence in their lives. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. In just a few minutes, it will be my great honor to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Mr. Mark Anderson, AM, Director of New South Wales Department of Education. Mark Anderson, AM, graduated from Macquarie University in 1980, having obtained his Bachelor of Arts and Diploma of Education to commence his career in the New South Wales Department of Education as a high school teacher. Over the subsequent 40 years, he has been a school principal, college principal, director of education in Western Sydney, and head of the department's People and Careers area responsible for 90,000 employees and the staffing of 2,200 schools. His work as a member of the interim committee to establish an Institute of Teachers led to the first professional standards for teachers in New South Wales being introduced. He led the implementation of the first performance and development framework for teachers and principals. Designed to ensure ongoing professional growth, Mark is also the author of over a dozen textbooks on history and literacy. In the 2018 Australia Day honours, Mark was made a member of the Order of Australia in recognition of his significant service to education in New South Wales. He is currently a director in the Department of Education's Professional and Ethical Standards Unit. When he's not working, Mark enjoys his time with his family and his collections of vintage, wait for it, pinball machines. And now I invite Mr. Mark Anderson to deliver the occasional address.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences, distinguished guests, the family and friends of those who are graduating, and of course those who sit before me now, those graduating today. I begin by acknowledging the Wamagadigal people and pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land on which we live, and which I live, and which we work, and for us today, the land on which you graduate. Around this time, 42 years ago, like you, I sat awaiting to be called to have my degree conferred upon me by the then Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Judge Lincoln. And that followed after listening to an occasional address by Sir Herman Black. I recall this not because I have the gift of a fabulous memory, but I kept this. The program from my graduation, 1980. Graduating must have been important for me, and I can say as a messy male, to hang on to that for the next 42 years. What I cannot recall from that day is one word from the occasional address by Sir Herman Black. If such a distinguished speaker as Sir Herman couldn't do it, then what chance do I have with you to say something memorable? Not to be deterred, I reflected why, after 42 years, I'm still motivated to work in education, specifically public education, now in the area of professional standards and ethical standards. I believe that 42-year career owes to two things. Firstly, an ongoing belief that education has the power to improve the life chances of those we serve. You, as graduates in medicine, health and human sciences, will have the power to improve the physical and mental well-being of those you serve. If that is and remains your motivation, you can look forward to a long and rewarding career in the profession you have chosen. Mine began as a teacher of history. I never envisaged, and to be honest, never planned, that I'd be responsible for a workforce of 90,000 employees across 2,200 schools, or working directly with various ministers of education of how we improve opportunities for students, and for assisting in the development of the first set of professional standards for the teaching profession in New South Wales. Where will your career journey take you? Given the complexities in the world in which we live, your work will not only benefit individuals, but society as a whole. And please always remember, we live in a society, not an economy. It may be you will, following graduation, directly ease the physical or mental pain of a fellow human being on a daily basis throughout your professional life. It may be, as a future researcher, you will make a breakthrough which improves well-being more broadly. It may be you become the founder of a highly successful chain of practices. It may be, like Dr. Kelly Gray, who's sitting behind me, my wonderful daughter, you return and teach the next generation of medicine, health and human sciences professionals. At this point, I'd like to graduate those who are graduating today. Academic pursuit at the best of times is challenging. It's designed to be. However, when you add the disruption of COVID, your achieved success is not only a reflection on your academic ability, but on your tenacity and your adaptability, qualities which will stand you in good stead as you go forward in life. I hope that you have had, despite the necessity to undertake some of your studies remotely, the opportunity to mix with fellow students. I mentioned my career in public education, where schools do not exclude based on one's socio-economic, gender, religious or racial background. I hope that your time at Macquarie has broadened your experience with and understanding of others, especially given you are most likely graduating into careers where your ability to empathise with and to appreciate difference in those you serve will be just as important as the academic knowledge you have gained. And the second factor which I believe is essential for longevity in a profession is to keep learning. Learning keeps you young. I thought, given that I'm speaking to a group of graduating health professionals, I should check if there's an evidence basis to such a statement. So I Googled learning keeps you young, and yes, there is science to prove it. But I also found someone else, someone who had little to do with medicine, health and human sciences, came to the same conclusion based on experience, like I had, rather than empirical research. That person was Henry Ford, who said, "Anyone who stops learning is old. Anyone who keeps learning stays young." For those of you who have completed postgraduate degrees and are receiving their award today, you may feel at this point that the demands of your master's degree or your doctorate have taken years off your life. But I say to you, trust the science. It's keeping you young. In 2064, that's 42 years from now, and if you still have your copy of today's program, which I must say looks a little bit fancier than the one I received 42 years ago, and if you look at it and see that there was an occasional dress given to you at your graduation, I hope that you can look back and say, I used my profession to enhance the well-being of others. And I hope you can also say, I still have a youthful enthusiasm about my work. It must have something to do with continuing to learn over those years. Even if you can't remember a word of what I, the occasional speaker, said to you on this momentous day. I appreciate very much the opportunity to address you, the next generation of medicine, health and human sciences professionals. It's a great opportunity for me, and I thank the university for inviting me. My best wishes to each of you, and I thank you for undertaking learning in an area that will make society a better place, and hope you take every opportunity to do so. Congratulations.
I wish to congratulate and thank Mr. Mark Anderson for giving his time and to tell us some of his wisdom. Thank you very much, Mark. I just want to pick up on two things. Keep learning, it keeps you young. Anyone who stops learning is old, I've just heard. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. So graduates, we have a whole suite of fantastic courses at this university. You can enroll for all of them. You're always welcome. Let's thank Mark for his wonderful words. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Associate Professor Terene Jones, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements of these awards. That includes attended all classes, getting your projects, everything on time in. Has that been done, Terene?
Might just sit back down. Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Research, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees to which they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University's Council, by my authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences. I now call on Professor Patrick McNeill, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Medicine and Health and Executive Dean, Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences, to present the graduates. Professor McNeill.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences contains two schools, the School of Psychological Sciences and the Macquarie Medical School, and three departments, Chiropractic, Health Sciences and Linguistics. The faculty is a core component of the Macquarie University Health Sciences Centre, which is a unique academic health enterprise in Australia, as Macquarie is the only university that integrates its learning and research with clinical practice here on campus at our own health service called MQ Health. MQ Health provides the opportunity for students enrolled in the faculty to learn or to undertake research in an environment where real clinical practice is occurring. And the faculty is very proud of the way it integrates learning, research and patient care, captured by the purpose of MQ Health in three words: heal, learn, discover. Students in the faculty are studying one of 9 undergraduate degrees or a larger number of postgraduate coursework or research degrees, including in the fields of psychology, medicine, physiotherapy, public health, clinical audiology, speech and language pathology, applied linguistics, teaching English to speakers of other languages, and translation and interpreting studies, as well as research degrees. The graduates to be presented today are graduating from a range of the faculty's undergraduate and postgraduate courses, and I'll also be presenting graduates who've completed research degrees at master's and doctoral levels. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Research, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences, whom you have admitted to the degrees or awarded diplomas. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Psychology Honours, Henry Baldwin. I present graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Sciences and Bachelor of Psychology Honours, India Leon. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology Honours, First Class, with the degree of Bachelor of Human Sciences, Benjamin French. Madison O'Grady Lee. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology Honours, First Class, Jaden Sercombe. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology with the degree of Bachelor of Health, Rajat Galain. I present graduates submitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology with the degree of Bachelor of Human Sciences, Nora Holmes, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology with the degree of Bachelor of Speech, Hearing and Language Sciences, Nadine Abujai Haile. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology, Andrew Fulton. Robin Grobelar. Katrina Lyakuna. Ruby McAuliffe. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology. Tony Alpert. Shahara Bastian Pillay. Alicia Ford. Emily Kirkman. Simon Phelps. Henry Quill. Monica Vickers. Eleni Whitelaw. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Lisa Kardka. Corinne Simon-Jans. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology. Talia Ben Menashi. Tori Marie Campo. Jennifer Ilazzi. Courtney Gilbert. Annie Joyce Brown. Alicia Curry. Jenny Lay. Mary McVitie. Catherine Scarano. Adina Shield. Marika Vazuras. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Chiropractic Science. Jonathan Young. Tony Lee. Lawrence Maroon. Mustafa Ali Orchun. Tiana Tanti. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Clinical Science. Onyedi Kachi Agbak Arakwe. Maggie Z. Chan. Harleen Chauhan. Tamasha Jayawardena. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Sciences. Jennifer Boulos. Zoe Carley. Eliza Chown. Jeff Doctor. Brandon Gooley. Thomas Johnston. Alexandra Lukic. Lennox Liu. Claudia Maldonado. Bernard Manzi. Cassandra Napa. Megan Patanada. Brandon Pinchbeck. Osman Kadri. Pia Tambolero. Bonmin Wong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology. Nurin Nissa binti Abdul Jabbar. Madison Ananya. Ashley Beale. Cassandra Bergman. Thomas Carnafern. Bianca Diggelman. Just that. Andrea Dingley. Courtney Heath. Tess Heron. Megan Lee Lever. Natalie Manor. Isabel Nasser. Abigail Newton. Holly Ryan. Justin Young. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Jono Kwon. Rory O'Connor. Glycer Perez, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Tamia Zahid. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Psychology. Lauren Corney. Oliver Hooper. Jordan Spencer. Sri Janani Sritharan. Marie Whitby. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Physiotherapy, Jasmine Katrina Alzate. Nicole Axford. Emily Ben Susan, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Anna Bidiscom. William Brassington. Jonathan Bruce. Zhongwei Shun. Rebecca Foray. Jack Goodwin. Kate Greamer Farrell, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Cameron Hemert. Shao Jacobs. Alta Kwok. Susan Liang. Justin Lowe. Camille Mance, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Hannah Maldron. Robert Murray. Lacey Marie Morris. David Muhlenberg. Jimmy Newen. Yu-Chern Pang. Ariella Poshniak. Daniel Silakis, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Matthew Syed. Emily Scanlon. Courtney Schultz. Angela Tran. Jenny Trung. Deborah Wareham. Sasha White. Joshua Williams. Alfred Wong. Jeremy Jolin Wong. Ashley Woodbury, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Chiropractic. Mariam Al-Sultan. Xuan Yi Chen. Kalia Harold. Yong Uk Lee. Kinja Sumro. I present graduates submitted to the degree of Master of Clinical Neuropsychology. Ashley Muley. Zoe Taylor, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. I present graduates submitted to the degree of Master of Clinical Psychology. Elisa Inwood. Anthea Staines, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Elizabeth Williams. I present graduates submitted to the degree of Master of Professional Psychology. Timothy Hunter. I present graduates submitted to the degree of Master of Public Health. Akriti Biswas. Nimra Khan Burki. Ogansetsag Legshid. Ivy Lowe. Adiba Masnun. Sweeta Padibandla. Mohammed Aminur Rahman. Marida Ritha. Anika Ruksa. Marty Mithra Sathananthan. Agnevo Sengupta. Fariba Sharifi. Junima Tamaraka. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, a high degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Public Health Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate public health training and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in a public health field. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Public Health Research, Putu Novi Arfista Damayani. Anil Shrestha for a thesis entitled Timeliness of Microbiology Test Result Reporting and Association with Outcomes of Adults Hospitalised with Unspecified Pneumonia, a Data Linkage Study. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research. Jennifer Armstrong for a thesis entitled Medical Complications in Australian Children with Achondroplasia. Ivy Feliciano for a thesis entitled Exploring the Populations, Interventions, Settings outcomes and evidence for clinical supervision in cognitive behaviour therapy, a systematic review to guide future research on clinical supervision. Teodora Nidokoska for a thesis entitled Refining Methods to Map the Central Projections of the Supraoptic Nucleus. Megan Yance for a thesis entitled Low Back Pain, Physical Activity and Disability in Older Adults, a mediation analysis. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality shown either by discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with the degree of Master of Organisational Psychology. Samantha Fallon for a thesis entitled A Mixed Methods Evaluation of Whether Self-Reflection on Daily Stressors Encountered During Military Training Strengthens Resilience. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Kimberly Allison for a thesis entitled From Abhorrent to Acceptable, Norms, Standards and Negativity in Online Communities. Dr. Samia Amin for a thesis entitled Social Factors Associated with the Intention and Use of E-Cigarettes in Australia. Dr. Idern Anich for a thesis entitled The Neurocognitive Basis of Creativity, Enhancing Creative Cognition with Neurostimulation and Inspiration. Dr. David Craig for a thesis entitled An Investigation of the Psychological Pathways that Mediate the Relationship Between Spirituality and Depression. Dr. Emre Ilhan for a thesis entitled Chronic Pain in Critically Ill Neonates and Infants. Dr. Mohammed Shafi Jamala for a thesis entitled the role of DNA damage in amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Dr. Luke Mills, who has received the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for a thesis entitled Cognitive Control and Response Modality in the Stroop Task. Dr. Hodjat Sufi for a thesis entitled Ethics of Antipsychotic Treatment for People with Behavioural and Psychological Symptoms of Dementia in Long-Term Care Facilities. Dr. Marika Stephens for a thesis entitled Promoting Vaccination and Responding to Misinformation in Online Environments, Insights from Organisations and Populations. Dr. Daniel Tan Chuan Sin for a thesis entitled Investigating the Pathomechanisms of FOXG1 Syndrome. Dr. Julia Vanderhoven for a thesis entitled The Role of B Cells and Antibodies in Alzheimer's Disease. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, that completes this morning's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I now call on Dr. Emre Ilhan, who graduated today with a Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Dr. Ilhan.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests. I would also like to acknowledge the Darug people of the Eora Nation. Sovereignty was never ceded. And I would also like to thank Mark Anderson for his very memorable speech. I don't think I would forget it in 40 years' time. Okay, so occasions like these invite us to reflect where we've come from and why we even embarked on this crazy journey. For me, I have a memory of my childhood where For me, I have a memory of my childhood of being told by my elders to get an education, despite never having access to it. I used to wonder why they promoted this idea of education. Maybe they meant financial security. All families worry about these things. But I think it was something more than this, something they couldn't quite put their finger on or articulate, but nevertheless knew it was there, despite being out of reach. I want to share a story, a short story, it won't take very long, of something that inspired me throughout my education. After a turbulent start to her life in a small village in Turkey, my paternal grandmother had to go live with her uncle and his family. Being a poor family, they could only afford to send one child to school, and unfortunately, as it still happens all around the world today, that meant the males in the family. My grandmother used to watch kids walk to their classes, hoping that one day she could join them and have a chance to learn. In my ignorance as a teenager, I asked her how she even learnt how to read if she never went to school. Apparently, she had taught herself using discarded newspapers she found as a young girl. I just couldn't understand that. I always attribute my hunger for learning to my grandmother. Sorry. A woman who had an unrequited, oh gosh. I didn't think I would do this, anyway. An unrequited thirst for knowledge. So even after a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and now a PhD, I feel like there is so much to learn about this world. I might need a moment. Okay. Sorry. That probably hasn't helped. Okay, so education in whatever form it takes, it empowers, it provides hope, it inspires, it gives joy, and most importantly, it connects. It connects all of us together. What I've learned throughout my time in university is that education gives you the power to uplift and empower others. So as I stand here on behalf of the graduates today, I would like to acknowledge that while we each have come here to this moment from different roads, each of our successes are not purely our own. At many points during the journey, we were uplifted and empowered by our families, our teachers, the professional staff, our friends, even those who we haven't had the chance to meet, but who nonetheless gave us the opportunity to be present here and celebrate our accomplishments. All these people who are seen and unseen uplifted us through the power of education. So, as you go out into the world as new graduates, I want you to think of how you can use your newfound power of education to uplift and empower those around you. Congratulations to all.
Congratulations, Emre, and I thank you for sharing your story with us and show us that you have heart. Thank you. Congratulations. Let's give him another round.
O mia bambina cara
you can be happy that you don't have to speak after such a nice voice. Distinguished guests, please join me in expressing our appreciation to Ms. Angela Brewer for that superb performance. Angela is also the CEO and Artistic Director of Coast Opera Australia. Angela, thank you very much for bringing such a lovely, classy element to our graduation ceremony. Please also join me in thanking our musicians on the organ, Heather Boyd, and the trumpet, Bruce Helmer. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni and staff community who have come today to help you celebrate this occasion. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. For today onwards, you are part of a bigger Macquarie family. Our alumni network, which is over 214,000 graduates strong, spanning more than 140 countries, and the globe welcomes you to the fold. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We will look forward to seeing you back on campus, to attend alumni events, to undertake further study. I'll repeat that, to undertake further study because you want to stay young, undertake further study, or simply to visit our beautiful campus and reminisce about the good times you spent here at Macquarie University as a student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges. But like all privileges in life, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourself to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourselves. I urge you to continue to work hard that has already brought you so far here. My hope is also that, as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom here are with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First, I would like all the new graduates to please stand up. Now I want you to place your testaments on your seats and turn around to face your families and friends. And now I invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. You can now turn around, but don't sit down yet. Here on the dais, on stage, are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but do pick up your testaments from the seat behind you, since the official party will soon leave the hall, followed by the graduates. As we do, Heather Murd-Boyd will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over centuries. There is an age-old set of Latin lyrics, which begins as Gaudimus igitur dum sumus juvenis. In translation, this graduation exit song means, therefore, let us rejoice. We will always be young. This song speaks in a whimsical way of youth and old at the very same time, and the brevity of life and the inevitability of death, of state and city, but more importantly, of happiness. Again, graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for your futures filled with success, satisfaction, and most importantly, happiness. Now, might I ask everyone to please stand? Shortly, I will lead the official party out to be followed by the graduates. I then invite you all to follow our graduates to the graduation hall outside to enjoy some light refreshments. In closing today's wonderful celebration of your achievements, I say again, Gaudimus igitur. Therefore, let us rejoice.